Hi guys, today we're going to do a yoga at your desk class. And this is perfect for a little midday stretch when you have a few minutes and you want to release any tension, but you also don't want to do a full-on practice on the floor. So go ahead and sit to the front of the chair with your feet flat to the ground. And we're just going to start with some breathing, so just letting the hands rest comfortably to your lap and really allowing the spine to lengthen. And feeling the breath drop down from your nose to the back of the throat and down into the chest, the ribs, and into the belly. And exhaling to feel that full contraction, the full release out through the nose. And just observe here any tension you might be holding unconsciously through your shoulders, your back, and try to let those sensations subside. And on your inhale, we're going to stretch the arms up overhead, interlace the fingers, stretch the palms up to the sky, and just get tall. Try to send the biceps behind the ears. And then exhale, round forward, separate the shoulder blades and arch the back. And inhale, draw the heart forward, bring the elbows back behind the ears. And again, exhale, drop forward, chin to chest. Inhale, extend upward, palms to sky. And then let the hands rest back behind the head, the elbows out of the line of sight. As you lean back your head into your hands. And then exhale, draw the elbows forward and together, chin to chest. And again, open out, extend the spine, heart to the ceiling. Exhale, round forward, separate shoulders again. And then we just draw the head over to the left armpit. So you're looking down and to the left to stretch the back of the neck. And same thing over to the other side. Grab the back of the head, just gentle pressure as you look down and to the right. And again, let the head come back into the hands. Push the chin into the back of the throat. See if you can retract the neck. There's a lot of times when we're looking at a computer screen or driving, our chin is reaching forward. So really trying to focus on drawing chin back. I'm going to tip the head over to the right shoulder now. And so just letting the head just rest over to the right. Try to get some space. And then roll the head over to the left. Notice my right side there is really tight. I'm going over to the left side. And then turn the chin up towards the corner of the room. So you're looking out to the left corner and then down to the right corner. And roll the head over to the left shoulder. Lift the chin up to the right corner. And then tip the chin down towards the left corner and down towards the left shoulder. And slowly let the head roll back around, just big circle. And go the opposite direction, just nice big circle. Release any tension. Very nice. And let's stretch the shoulders now. So bring the arms out to the sides like goalposts. So nice wide arms. Then cross your left elbow underneath your right. Lift your elbows up as high as you can to begin with, up into your line of sight. And then draw your elbows down towards your chest and look down at the elbow creases to stretch the upper trapezius. And then lift the elbows again, open them, and cross the opposite elbow underneath. bring them into your chest. Look down at the elbows. And stretch right into the shoulder area. If you want to play with lifting and lowering them, you can. Now let's come into a twist. So bring your right hand to your left knee and your left hand behind your back. Over to the back of the chair is a nice leverage. And switch sides. I'm just using the back of the chair as a way to twist back a little bit more and sit up nice and tall. I do this all the time at my desk. It feels so good for the spine. Now we're going to come into a side bend. So grab the left hand to the bottom of the chair and reach the right arm overhead. It's getting a nice length through the side waist, and the right hand down to the chair, left arm overhead. Good. Let's come into a hip stretch next. Right ankle comes over the left knee, or if you can't quite reach the ankle over knee, then bring it over your left ankle instead. And just making big circles with your right ankle. So if you do wear heels during the day or have a tightness in your feet, it's a really nice way to release or any cramping in your calf muscles. And then go ahead and lean forward if you can. I like to just put my arms over the desk. If you want to, you can even bring your chest over your shin if that feels good to you. And we just want to feel a nice little glute stretch here. Maybe put some flexion in your right toes. And sit your hips back into that chair and just breathe into the outer thigh. And switch sides, left ankle over knee or ankle over ankle. And then just big rolling action with the ankle, left ankle. And just turn in so you can see. Let's try to give your toes a little bit of a stretch here too, just by separating the toes. And then when you're ready, just start to lean yourself forward. So tip yourself forward. Nice long spine over the desk or over your shin. And start to melt down into that left outer hip and glute muscle. And space that often gets a lot of tension when we sit during the day for long periods or stretches of time. And when you're ready, bring both feet back down to the floor. We're going to come into a little extension. So flex your toes, extend your right leg out, point your toes, flex, point, and flex. And we're also giving a little bit of a stretch into the hamstring here as we extend the leg. See if you can bend your right knee, maybe give it a little squeeze up into your armpit, into your chest. If you're wearing pants, that is. If you're wearing a dress, maybe not happening today. Otherwise, we're going to extend the left leg out and point and flex the toes. We rarely think about our ankles, but it's super important, super crucial to just the overall health of our gait, our walk. And bring the left knee into the chest. Give a nice squeeze in, compressing into the hip. And relax. Let's bring the knees open wide now. So bringing a little bit of external rotation through the hips as we push into the thighs with the hands. And just really opening out the inner thighs, really. I even like to put a little bit more weight into the feet and lean and butt off the chair. And then bring your right shoulder, look over the shoulder. Bring the opposite shoulder down. And then melt your left shoulder down and take a big twist, look over the right. Good. It just feels really nice on the inner thighs and opens up the hips really nice there. Now we're going to take a huge chest stretch. So bring the hands onto the back of the chair and grab up nice and high on your chair, as high as you can, and then just lift your chest, pull your heart through. And if it feels okay, you can even let your head tip back. Again, the key here is just to sit as close to the edge of your seat as you can to really get that opening through the chest. Now let's stretch into the shoulders a bit. So bring the hands onto your desk and let your heart melt down towards your thighs or towards the floor. Now you can keep your hands on your desk and your seat, or you can lift off of your chair and get a little bit more dip through your chest. And this is really nice to do at a wall too. Just if you have your hands on a wall, it's really nice to open up the shoulders, the armpits. But you have to be careful who you're next to, especially if you're at the office. So we're gonna do one last final stretch together. Little wrist release. Grab a hold of your right wrist with the opposite hand and just take a big circle or figure 8 motion, just to get the joints and fluidity going in all directions. Grab a hold of the opposite hand and again squeeze the forearm as you take big circles out with the wrist, and really just going in all directions. Feels really good for anyone who has carpal tunnel or gets tension in their wrists while typing. Now let's take a little wrist stretch. So place the palms together to touch, then turn the thumbs down and place the backs of the hands against each other. Right hand on top of the left, interlace the fingers, then draw the hands in towards the heart and all the way out as far as you. Then bring the hands back in towards the heart, extend them out towards, and then opposite hand on top. Interlace the fingers, draw them in towards your heart and all the way out in front of you to extend. And roll back in towards the heart and all the way out. Good. And shake out your hands. I'm going to do a little flexion here. So pull back left fingertips and then pull back the knuckles. Just getting some flexion and extension through the wrist. And again, over to the right side, pull back the fingers. And then pull back the knuckles with the palm face you. All right, and you're all done for the day. I hope you had a good little mini stretch and have a great rest of your day.